I just want to ask you a simple question. Do you really think this stuff makes you healthier? Do you think that you have high blood pressure because you have a shortage of high blood pressure medication? Do you think you have osteoporosis because you have a shortage of Fosamax? Do you think that you have cholesterol because you have a shortage of Zocor? Okay, now let's get into the real. I don't understand the difference in people's thinking. Let's take Oxycontin, to me, which is heroin. Is it just because it's in this nice little package here with nice little white pills prescribed by a doctor in a white jacket, and you can obtain it at a pharmacy? What's the difference between that and it being injected into an arm via syringe as heroin? They're both exactly the same chemicals going to the same brain and nervous system and having the same effect. Another question I would have would be, how about Ritalin? To me, putting your kid on Ritalin is not the right answer. The right answer would be to find out why he has ADHD and direct the cause, not treat the symptoms. We'll talk about that later if you're interested. But this is, I don't understand why we think it's different. Why is Ritalin considered different because it comes as a pill as your kid takes it? What if your kid was taking the pills and grinding them up and snorting them up as lines? Would that be less acceptable? Or if he was buying Street Speed and using that versus using... Why is there a difference? See, I don't understand the difference. It's the same chemicals being ingested in different... Whether it's being ingested through the stomach, through the nasal sinuses, through a syringe into the blood, and I don't understand the difference between Ritalin and Speed. It's the same thing. It's just people have this misconception that this drug is okay and the street drug is bad. How about this one? Why is it, or we forgot one, the last one, why is it okay for your kid to inhale Adderall or albuterol? Why is that accepted when at the same time somebody does any other type of smoking a bong or anything? Why is that less acceptable? So what I'm trying to address here is that drugs don't fix really anything. They're great in a crisis. I would rather address the cause of the problem and take action at circumventing the cause rather than just treating the symptoms with drugs. And again, if you want to take drugs and do all that stuff, I'm not stopping you. I'm just saying that you have an alternative. And that's looking into alternative health care, look into chiropractic, nutrition, exercise, and any of the other forms of alternatives. If you're a hammer, everything's a nail. And if you go to typically most doctors, you're going to always get drugs as the answer to your problems. And I just want you to know that you have options and that we're here for you and that we want to help you achieve optimum health for not only you, but also your family. We're really big on make sure the kids grow up in a healthy world, not addicted to different types of drugs that are out there. Over and out, and I love you. If you've got questions on other ways to handle health issues other than using drugs, hit the link below, and there's going to be alternatives to taking drugs. If you want to take drugs, great. I'm just saying that there's alternatives to taking drugs, and we'd rather people really address the cause of the problem rather than their symptoms. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit the link below. This video is sponsored by my friends over at mychiropractic.com, custom branding and web design for successful chiropractors. I love these dudes because they're raising the image of chiropractic, and I really thank them for supporting all of our videos. Rock and roll.